Chaturanga.
Chaturanga 的目的是把心打开了。
So when we teach yoga, we always try to tell people why they have to do things.
我们教瑜伽的时候，我们总是说，为什么你要这样做呢？
When I first learned Chaturanga, I thought the purpose was to make my arms strong, like push-ups.
所以当我一刚开始做瑜伽的时候，我做 Chaturanga，我比如像伏地挺身一样，我是要让我的手臂很有力。
Yeah, Chaturanga will give me upper body strength, so I'm going to do Chaturanga to make my arms and upper body strong. That's what I thought.
Chaturanga 我觉得就是要让我的上背部变得有力量，所以我就不停地做伏地挺身。
This is all true.
都对。
But the actual purpose of Chaturanga is to get you to have more ability to open your heart.
但是它真正的目的是帮助你能够真的把你的心张开来。
So use the pose Chaturanga, supported from the pelvic core, because this is the focal point, remember, to open your heart. Use the power from your focal point to open your heart. And use the knowledge of the shoulder loop to put everything in the right place. Please.
所以运用在这个点的力量来支持心张开。
So as he starts in plank, he knows I have to have the focal point strong.
必须要让焦点的能量很
So
强。
I have to hug my shins in and take my thighs back, and I have to scoop my tailbone to find Mula Bandha to establish that is going to be strong for me.
所以
First.
现在红点下面的
Inner spiral, outer spiral.
内旋外旋的地方。
Then I have to do the shoulder loop, which I heard from my teacher yesterday.
今天的昨天我的老师有说肩轮
Side body
前
long,
侧拉长，
and then head of the arm bones go back, and the bottom tips of the shoulder blades press into the heart.
肩胛骨的底端往心方向推出，
Head presses back.
头往上推。
That's what she said. So now I got to use this, supported by this power, and open my heart.
把心张开来，但是能量从骨。
And I know this pose goes down to the floor.
然后我知道我要维持这个慢慢的向下走。
So go ahead and open your heart now. He's trying to push the bottom tips of the shoulder blades into the back of his heart. That's the purpose of the pose. Push the bottom tips of the shoulder blades into the back of your heart.
这个姿势的目的是要把肩胛骨的底端的力量推上
Push
去。
him in, push him in, push him in. Is he doing it? He's doing it. Doing it. He's pushing the bottom tips of the shoulder blades into the back of his heart. And then when you land, because you have to land eventually, you can come into Cobra and you still have to do the same thing.
还是一
Push
样
the
的，在
bottom
眼
tips of
睛
your
手
shoulder
势当
blades
中
into，the back of your heart.
肩胛骨的底端是
Support
推
it
上
from
去，
here.
从尾骨的力量支持而来。
And breathe. Keep breathing, keep breathing. You need your breath. And he can create, even though he's not warmed up at all and he's kind of stiff.
是他现在完全
He's not a very flexible
他
body.
并不是那么柔软的。
He's a strong, can you tell? Strong, muscular, stiffer body. Now go back to down facing dog. You did perfect. That was his first one, and he's not flexible. He's a stiffer, stronger guy. Do you love it? Okay. Now, this is different than anything else you've done so far. This is where the focal point is.
现在焦点转到这里，
In the Cobra, it's not here, it's still there.
在 Cobra 当中的焦点是在那后
In
面，
Down Dog, it's right here.
下犬在这，
So the instruction is different. Use the shoulder loop
从肩轮
to draw from your hands up to your shoulders, side body long,
身侧拉
head of the
长，
arm bones back,
上屁股向后，
melt your heart
心放软，
using the power of this focal point, the shoulder loop in you. Then, from the focal point, stretch back down
从肩轮延长往下，
and stretch your whole spine.
同时把整个脊椎柱往后，
From the focal point, stretch your whole spine.
从焦点往脊椎
Stretch it
延长
long.
延长，
And with your leg power, do the inner spiral. Hug your shins in and take your groins back apart.
属膝往后往外张开，
Then root your tailbone down
尾骨向下掌握，
from the focal point of the heart.
从心的焦点，
Super good. More shoulder loop,
肩
more
轮
heart melt.
越多心动，
That's very, very good. Now come back to plank pose.
再回到
Now he's more warm. He's hot. Keeping your focal point strong. Here's the focal point. It's not here anymore now. You have to get used to it. This one needs to be here because if this was not the focal point, if this was the focal point, he would just melt down, and this would go away. See that? So we have to have the power coming from the tailbone.
持续的有回补啊内进来的力
to
量，
do the action, which is open your heart.
然
Chaturanga.
后才可以真正的把心。
Bottom to the shoulder blades, bottom to the shoulder blades, bottom to the shoulder blades. That's it. Bottom to the shoulder blades. Press in, press in, press in, press in, press in, press in, press in. Would you like me to do this to you? Go, keep going, man. You're doing awesome. This is really good now. Cobra or up dog. From here, with this power,
从
with
这
this
个
tailbone,
力量，
with
这
the
个
power,
整个向下的力量。
right there, open. And breathe. This is where he stepped right here, see? So the tailbone helps him get out of that stiffness. No, fantastic. And then go back to downward dog. Fantastic, fantastic. Downward facing dog. He's using his breath, he's using so much focus. The man is in a meditative state.
那您进入这个冥想，
He's not doing a physical activity of exercise.
他不是在做一个只是纯粹身体的练习，
He's pressing his finger pads down and lifting his arm muscle
指
energy
腹
up.
压稳的力量，手臂的力量向上提起，
And then stretching his spine.
再延长，记住。
Now keep breathing. Just take deep breaths of release so that you don't get all tight. Stretch your legs so you don't get like he's good at performing too without. He draws from his fingers into his hands into his heart and stretches his whole spine just like down dog. Through the tailbone up through the legs.
尾骨延长到脚跟，
This is where it comes in handy to be strong and muscular.
这时候你很有肌肉力量，很有用的
Inner spiral, outer spiral. You're doing good. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. It's like I've asked you to do so much. Nice. How would you like to do that? So great job, Bob. You really showed very clearly. I know. It's like first. It's so sweaty. Okay, so Gilbert, let's see if you understand because I know it took me 20 years, so you know it's okay. Put your hands down. But you know why? Because I can do Pinchamayurasana, but I'm not sure I'm doing it really from the heart.
老师说，我可以做这个姿势，但是我其实不是很确定，我是不是确实从我的心在做这个姿势。
Once your arms get strong and your core is strong, many people can just go up there. But I'm not sure it's really coming from the heart. That's what I want to do.
当你的手臂有力，你的 core 有核心有力的时候，你可以提起来，但不见得你是从心开始。
All right, so it hasn't been 20 years for you yet.
所以对你来说没有20年，不用紧张。
So if you look with the eyes of trying to see, does this connect to the heart, then you have to press your finger pads down and move muscular energy up here, and then you have to move your side body along in order to get to these guys right here.
这里，
So your mind gets there.
心智在这里，
That's really good. Right, press there. Your mind has to stay there, right on the bottom tip of the shoulder blades. And we can press on each other a little bit so we remember. Good, now you can lift your hips up and come forward a little bit more so your shoulders are right over your elbows. That's where you want to
你
be.
肩膀要在手肘
Shoulders
上
are
方
right，over your elbows. And then these guys press into the back of
这
your
地方要
heart.
向后。
Look up and see if it helps you. Press into the back of your heart. So this is what you're going to do with your friend. You're going to push on the little bottom tip of the shoulder
那
blades.
你
and
会
then
帮助
he
你的
lifts
同
up.
学从这里往后往上提起，
Okay, then you stand up and you hold their hips and you're ready to kick up.
然后你站起来，扶着他们的骨盆，让你的同学能向上提起来，从这里
Push and then lift up through the
Way
buttocks.
or
Yes,
teach
the
that.
buttocks muscles, yes.
屁股的肉向上，
From the heart,
从心。
push the heart, and then the buttocks muscles are strong. Pretty nice.
Ah.
That's pretty nice. Felt good.